Do you know how much water you should be drinking a day? Because I didn't have a clue. But I decided that I was going to start monitoring my intake of water. So what I did is go through some of the water intake apps that are available for the Apple Watch. And I've picked one which is free to use, is simple, has a great user interface, and is really good at tracking how much water I take in during the day. So we all know what happens if you drink no water at all. After a few days, you're going to die. Typically anywhere between 3 and 7 days, depending on what climate you're in. However, taking on water and taking on enough water can give you great benefits, and there is absolutely loads. And I'm just going to tell you a few. So, it can boost your physical performance. Proper water intake reduces muscle fatigue and prevents dizziness, ensuring muscles work effectively. It can enhance your brain function. It supports physical health, so it helps your kidneys function and aids in reducing the risk of kidney stones, and it also helps lubricate your joints. It can improve your skin health, so adequate hydration keeps the skin supple and, in some instances, can improve skin elasticity and reduce acne. It aids digestion and weight loss. It helps manage hunger, supports metabolism and prevents constipation. Fantastic. And it regulates body temperature. So it's crucial for cooling the body through sweat. So they have a few benefits of taking on the right amount of water every day. And there's no doubt a load more as well. So let's have a look at the WaterMinder app and show you how it works on the Apple Watch. All you need to do is download it off the App Store, and once you open it, it'll take you through a couple of pages where you give it some basic information. So height, weight, also what sort of climate you live in, whether it's hot, cold or temperate, because that will affect the amount of water that you have to take in, and how active you are as well. So really simple, really quick to set up. But then there's two things that you must do to make it work really well on the Apple Watch. And the first one I'll show you on the app now.
So the first thing you need to do is select Settings and then My Cups. Then select Add. Select your drink type. And I'll call this one soda water. Select your hydration factor, we'll leave this to 1. And the cup size, in this case I'm using millilitres, but you'll be able to pick whichever unit you use in your country. So let's call it 200 millilitres. Click the Add button in the top right hand corner, and there it is, added to the bottom of the list. You can then drag this up and down the list, and this is the order in which it'll appear on your watch.
Now the second thing you must do is like and subscribe to this video channel. That would help me massively and I'd really appreciate it. So let's get on to what it looks like on the Apple Watch. So here we are on the Apple Watch. And the first thing you're going to want to do is put a complication in on your watch face. So I'm going to put it down here where I've got this sunset and sunrise. So to change that complication, press and hold your watch face, select Edit, and then you go across to where you've got your complications. Mine's coming up here, but you'll just basically scroll along and then select the complication you want to replace. So I'll select the sunset. And I can go back, and what I can look for now is the WaterMinder app, and there it is. So select the WaterMinder app, and then you've got a few options here. You can have it show your percentage and progress, the value, an icon and progress, or the value and progress, or filling the icon, current hydration, or you can have a little character on there that it will fill, percentage remaining, or the value you've got remaining. I tend to like the top one that shows me the percentage that I'm complete, my total, and a little bar that goes around the outside. So we select that. So when that's appeared, you can then hit the digital crown twice and it'll take you back. And now you've got the WaterMinder complication on there. Now, so say you want a drink and you're having, I don't know, a cup of tea, for example. All you have to do, hit the complication, that'll open up. And these are what we just set up on the iPhone app. These are your quick selections here. So if I'm having a cup of tea, all I do is select tea. That will add to my overall total to the day, which is currently at 65% or 1,830 millilitres of liquid. So I'm well on my way. Now let's have a look at the menu options. So say I made a mistake. I didn't mean to put that 300 millilitres of tea in. If I go down here, you'll see a menu item here. Hit that. And that cup of tea, you can just select it. And then you've got a chance to delete it. So let's delete that tea. And that removes it. Go back and you can see my liquid intake for the day has dropped down in line with that. Now at the bottom here, we have settings. So you can change your profile. So anything that you want to change, your weight, your activity, if you change your activity, whether you move from a temperate climate to a cold climate. And this is your automatic water intake goal, which for me is just under 3 litres of water a day, but you can select that to manual and put your own in. Also on there, you've got reminders. So this will remind you to drink throughout the day. Now I haven't got it set because this has become a bit of a habit for me now, and I'm quite happily that I don't need a reminder. I can just do it. But if you're just starting out, it might be worth hitting that reminder button just to remind you to keep tracking your water. And then we've got a few others. We've got the home screen. So you can change your layout from here. So I have a character, but you could change it to a ring, which looks like that. So that's you filling your ring up during the day. But I prefer the character style. Wherever it's gone. There, got there eventually. So I like the character style. So you've got various settings you can change there. So you've got your home screen or the drink screen, which I'll show you in a minute. What units you want, so whether you want it either millilitres, but you can pick anything that you want there, depending on where you are in the world and what units of measurement you use. The day reset time, that's the time you want it to reset back to 0 every day. So I've got it for midnight, and probably most people will have it set for that. But if you were generally awake until 2, 3 in the morning and still drinking, you might want to adjust it then. Then there's just refresh the data, and you can have sounds, and it'll also, if you wanted to, track how much caffeine you're drinking a day. So if you wanted to track that, if you wanted to cut down on your caffeine, you can also do that. So that's what's in the settings. Now, say that you have a drink here. I go out for a drink to a Costa or something like that, and I have a hot chocolate. Well, that's not on my quick screen here. So all I do is go to the symbol up on the top left, and you've got a selection of drinks that you can have here as well. So if I go down, hot chocolate, and say I had 400 millilitres, I can either slide it along there to increase it, or I can just tap it. Say I had 400 millilitre hot chocolate. Simply tap add, and you can see that brown bar there, that's added that hot chocolate in. And that is as complicated as it is. So what I would do is have a good look on the iPhone app and make yourself, show yourself around that. and you'll find some useful stuff on there and see how it is easy to use. And you can see actually on the watch itself, it is super simple. It is literally 2 buttons. Hit the button to go into the complication and then select the drink that you've had and come out of it. And that's how easy it is to track your water on the Apple Watch using the WaterMinder app. If you've enjoyed this video, please, as I said before, hit the like button. If you'd like to see more content, then please subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified when I upload every video. Thanks very much for watching.